right. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Damn, low energy intro.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I was actually, you had me thinking about Noah's jacket. Noah is Mark Ruffalo from This Much I Know Is True. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Did you see the end of it?
You gotta get you some fucking white New Balances. And that's just a full. That's the only difference between like cool hipster. Not saying you're a cool hipster.
No, not at all.
Also,
Not saying you're a cool hipster.
Is he high or does he just look like that?
No, those are two dopers.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's what I figured.
Oh yeah, both of our. Oh, he's dropping.
Yeah, it's like, what's up? I'm Noah. I'm like, this guy's fucking baked.
Yeah, our squad sucks.
Yeah, he was putting off Mark Ruffalo vibes, and This Much I Know Is True, dude.
I'd hate to see a sad Noah.
I know, I hate it.
A depressing sight. Dude.
I want to, Noah, can you climb a ladder and then fall off? I want to see how much you look like Mark Ruffalo. That show was probably the best show on HBO.
Wait, what is it? I've never even...
It's about a guy... It's about this Italian guy
Italian?
who thinks that his grandfather molested his mom the entire show.
Jesus
and he has a schizophrenic brother, and it's him trying to figure out if his grandfather was a molestor, or what he wasn't, but his life sucks regardless. But he's trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, he's a schizophrenic brother that's like locked in a mental institution. He's trying to get out, dude.
So yeah, no, you look like
you
look like a disheveled house painter with a really terrible schizophrenic brother.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he looks like he's definitely been molested.
Well, no, because Noah's. I said that forgetting about the spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, because if you see Noah's breakdown matches up with the spoiler alert, but I can't reveal. It's a good show.
What is up with Mark Ruffalo starring in shit about people getting like touched inappropriately? He did that Spotlight movie too.
He loves it.
What movie was that?
Spotlight about them. It was like
They tried to lie. It was a lie about the Catholic Church.
It's like all the.
Remember when the Jews tried to ruin Catholicism?
I remember that.
Right.
Yeah. It's the Boston like Chronicle or whatever. They like broke the news story about the church.
What did Mark Ruffalo play? Did he play an 11-year-old altar server?
He was
as the Hulk.
He was a reporter. Yeah. Did you see that movie?
I did.
Dude, there's this. So the whole movie is about.
This is Lou Miziano.
Oh yeah. By the way, welcome Lou Miziano. Welcome to the cast.
So the whole movie's about kids getting molested, and it's heavy as fuck. And you're like sitting there, and you're like, this can't get any heavier. And then like halfway through, they have to delay the story because 9/11 happens, and you're like, Jesus Christ! It's like this whole thing about kids getting touched, and all of a sudden they walk into a newsroom, and everyone's watching the TV's like, oh fuck.
Did you leave that door open by chance, old Lou dog?
No, dude, that's
wow.
That's
damn, someone's blasting.
That guy just has nice. That wasn't Steely Dan. That was Drake.
Was that Drake?
That was Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Oh,
when you came in, was fucking West Side Story still happening down the block?
There was a drum line. A lot of music.
Wait, there was a
going
drum
on.
line?
There's a full like a marching band. Shit's
I called the cops on a drum line last night.
Did you? They're back, dude. They followed you.
Dude, say what you want to say about Latinos, but they throw a fucking street party better than anybody.
Than who? Black people? That's
No.
True. So you're saying Latinos have better parties than black parties for black people?
Without question.
I don't know. Black people I've seen like bouncy houses.
True.
Every once in a while they'll break out like a fun house.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of bouncy houses at Latino block parties.
No, but you know what you do see is a lot of brass instruments out of fucking nowhere. And that's what I'm here for.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I remember when I was living at 19th and Girard, like they wouldn't even... Because no one's getting permits for that shit. They just like one day you just wake up and like the whole street's just blocked off.
Yeah, I used to live on 15th and Girard, and people would go right above that 16th, and I would get a knock on my door and be like, yo, you need to move your car because we're inflating a bouncy house. I mean, I was planning on leaving, but I guess I'll just keep it there. It's already inflated. I'm not gonna like make you guys deflate it and drive over it so I can get out of here.
Oh, I thought you made it seem that they inflated it over your car.
No,
so they're just letting you know.
Or someone would used to try to wake us up to do chores. We had a block captain, a very active block captain, who'd be like, "Hey guys, letting you know we're cleaning up. If you want to wake up?" I'm like, "Dude, it's 7:00."
Block captain? Is that just like a poor homeowners association?
Block captain is when somebody claims to be in charge of the entire
Somebody
street.
assumes power.
It's the lowest form of political power. It's autocratic. There's no vote. It's not you don't elect block captains through democracy. Someone just steps up and like, I'm the block captain.
Right.
And you're just like, all right, dude, I guess.
That fucking stinks.
I just love watching LeMaire operate.
What's he doing back there?
He tried to turn a page in his notebook quietly, and it was very fun to watch.
LeMaire, are we hitting red at all? Like, what are the sounds? Hit us with some visuals.
No, this sounds pretty tight.
How you
How does
feeling?
it-
How are you feeling?
Yeah, LeMaire.
I feel okay.
I was out. I was on the road, and I got some bad reports about LeMaire. I had a couple. The
What do you mean?
reports were flying in.
Can I?
There was
wait.
no fat attacks.
There wasn't, although somebody did throw up on that deck again. It wasn't you. I'm not saying
It wasn't
was
me.
you.
Someone
I didn't think it
puked
was
on the
you.
deck, and I got to be honest, you were the one. I got a couple people being like, "Yo, another fat attack happened."
You returned to the scene of the crime just to puke again.
There was one time where we were at the old house in West Philly, and we were all playing poker, and we were getting drunk and talking shit and whatever.
Yeah.
And I called LeMaire bee sting hands, and nobody heard it except Chris Wood, who tapped me on the shoulder. and was like, "That should have gotten more credit." It was really fucking.
Of course
funny.
would. Of course it would. He's like, "Yo, I heard you came underneath it. No one heard you,
Whatever.
but that's like how you approach the audience."
Dude, so I was at a roast battle. Shane was
Yeah.
off. I was on the home front, and I got invited to judge a roast battle, which is the best
Yeah, it's
thing you
very
can
fun.
do.
I can only imagine. I mean, you just sit there and just talk massive amounts
Yeah.
of shit.
You're a big
without-
roaster.
Yeah, that was like I mean, I only got into it because I wasn't getting booked at all, and Pat Barker was like, "Just fucking come, sign up," and then it was an.
You're good at it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was an opportunity to just like wear a suit and be a fucking dickhead. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was.
And
Awesome.
I think didn't someone take you under their tutelage? A famous roaster.
Not Pat Barker, pretty much. I mean, I was hanging out with Jeff Ross.
That's yeah.
because I'm cool as shit.
So
Don't
you were
belittle my man.
I'm not belittling anyone. I'm saying you were studying under the roast master.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
became scandalized.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Don't-
How'd that go?
Oh my god,
I
dude!
was
Can I
thinking-
also?
Did I tell you?
Can I just?
No. Oh. Well, I'll say. Look, I'm just dealing in facts. You were studying under the master.
Also, can I just say when I found out when the day that story broke, I literally out loud was like, "Well, there goes my career." I'm like, I'm not even fucking touching kids, and I'm still getting fucked.
Did he?
I don't think so.
No, I'm saying to you.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Nice.
Shane was like, you've been into 11. Dude.
Nope. Staying out of this.
I can't
I'm
wait
Staying
for-
out of this.
I
Well,
can't.
it's a valid question.
I'm
you know?
also really
What
excited.
did he do it?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Mark Ruffalo to probably play him in some sort of bio.
It's a valid question.
I know. It's the Roastmaster. The Roastmaster is just it's a tough nickname to have while going through an ordeal. Like the Roastmaster is on trial today.
No,
Right.
yeah, that was like.
So I was in Minnesota at a depressing weekend. Depressing like week in Minnesota. And then I looked at my Instagram story, saw you with all of our friends having fun, dude.
Yeah.
I was in a hotel room just looking at it like pieces of shit. I was like jealous that you guys were having fun.
Wait, what'd you guys do?
So I was, it was funny. Actually, I rarely ever go on Facebook, and I was like, I took all the apps off my phone now. So I have, like, even Instagram's on a desktop.
That's a
which
fucking move,
I
dude.
go on never now. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to check all my messages for everything, for like a half an hour and then just turn it all off. So I open up Facebook, and then lo and behold, it was an invitation to judge the roast battle. And so I called, and Beezer was doing it too. So I was like, fuck it, man. I called Beezer or whatever, and I'm like, let's go do this. And started late as fuck, by the way. Started at like 11:30.
That makes sense.
Ugh. They told me 10. I thought it'd be 8. I assumed 8.
Roast
man.
battle is a young man's game, dude.
It's the
It's a
youngest-
desperate,
it's
desperate, hungry young man's game.
for real, dude.
Yeah.
But we go out there. Long story short, we're out there. We're watching. Oh, I see LeMaire, dude. 2-on-1 roast battle.
Oh, LeMaire.
Wait,
2v1.
they stack people against each other? Like they got.
How did that work, LeMaire?
LeMaire, I heard you came up with a pretty good plan that you were going to tag team somebody.
No.
Yeah.
The plan wasn't to tag team. The plan wasn't to tag team. The plan was to change the game. But we offered him.
So you planned on changing the game.
Yeah, we offered him a chance to get a. We offered him. We were like, dude, you get a partner. You can pick one if you don't. We had
Now,
like a day. And
who
stuff.
who was signed up first?
What do you mean?
So was it him versus one other person?
No.
Okay.
No. It was me versus. It was Sean
So,
Gardini.
yes.
Sean Gardini booked the whole thing like the day before, so we had to like get last minute people, and he asked me, and I was like, yeah, this guy, he's my roommate. We can go against him. And then I was like, oh, I want to do a tag team. I got a friend. You could get somebody if you want. And he was like, I don't want to go with anybody. And I was like, all right.
Damn, he rolled solo on you guys.
Damn, and he fucked you up.
He didn't fuck us up.
And he fucking
His
smashed.
jokes weren't better. He won because it was 2-on-1.
He smashed you.
The judges roasted us better than he did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the judges are always funnier than the fucking comics.
Dude.
So do you guys like in that in that roast battle? Do you guys like sit down with each other and like give each other like ammo, or do you guys just go in totally blind?
What do you mean? Like,
Because like in roast battle in LA, it's like
Yeah.
the person you're roasting, like you'll go out and like
Yeah,
get
you
a
talk
beer
to
and
him.
like
Yeah.
get coffee and like.
no, we knew the guy.
Oh.
He knew us, so we didn't have to worry about getting ammo. We knew
This
we
was
were
your
just making-
roommate.
Yeah.
So you've been building Dawgz on it. He's been building a case on him.
Yo, this
No,
was-
no. I don't. We didn't even go into like. We just made fun of the way he looked and like. We
So
didn't
wait,
go personal
this
stuff.
was your roommate? You tried to tag team
I
and he
didn't
fucked
try
you
to-
up?
No.
Look how defensive. Look how defensive the boy is.
LeMaire, tell your side. I'll tell the true story.
I'm telling my side.
I don't know, dude. It seems like your roommate had like fucking pictures of you in his fucking room with like red string connected
Oh,
to it, and like.
he picked you apart,
Dude,
huh?
dismantled
wait,
it.
did his roommate?
Dismantle. He didn't.
Did-
no,
did he
didn't.
True
No,
Detective
didn't.
you?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Just that
he
Did he True
picked,
Detective you?
picked you apart, dude.
If given the chance of this roast battle, you should probably kill yourself.
Yeah, LeMaire, and then LeMaire threw up on the deck and fell. Then LeMaire threw up in front of everybody. And got booed and collapsed. Then he had to lay down in the master
Yeah, your
bedroom.
roommate had like a separate garage where he had all your and other
Yeah,
picture.
Wait. So what's the true story?
Yeah,
what
tell
happened?
it-
What
yeah.
The
happened?
true story is, and the roast battle itself, it was, LeMaire, correct me if I'm wrong, you were going for like a kind of a more like WWF theatrical style. Right?
Yeah.
You tried to be meta.
Yeah.
He was meta. LeMaire was meta. LeMaire was meta. and
You
the
got to
guy-
focus on just
Trying to put
regular
on a
before
show.
you need to focus on regular before you can
I was trying to put
graduate
on a
to
show.
meta.
No, but that's what I do at the roast battles in LA. Like I have like a bunch of dumb like at one point like halfway through a roast battle I pulled out all my headshots and I started signing them and giving them to people. in
God,
the
I hate
audience.
that.
I know it's the worst.
I
It's-
hate what you're saying.
I had one girl. I had a girl planted in the audience that came up and like I took her panties out of my pants and gave it back to her.
You're doing magic out there.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's wrestling.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of
Well,
fun.
it's time to move home. The magic show is over. Back to Philly.
Well, so LeMaire was going up against this guy, and it was a tight race. I thought the guy, to be honest, LeMaire had a slight edge on you guys. So the guy was legitimately winning.
Hold on. I'm sorry. LeMaire, can you tell me some of the... I know you remember them. What were some of the things you were attacking your opponent for?
Oh, I was like Ned Arnold, boy rapist.
You call him a boy rapist?
Yeah.
Fuck, I would have been cheering for you.
Yeah, and then
Damn, this is the saddest... Like,
plays
this is the most
guitar.
disgruntled I've seen LeMaire.
He
yeah,
was fucked up, dude. It was-
because I won. We won. Our jokes were better. We
What
just
would you have
lost
won?
because it was 2-on-1. They have a title belt that I really want now.
Oh, yeah, you love wrestling,
I
dude.
love wrestling, so I played wrestling. I was doing wrestling. It's wrestling. So,
yeah, but you got to go at it alone, dude. And you can't have two people in the ring at once. You know the rules of wrestling, LeMaire.
Yeah.
You broke the rules of WWE.
No.
Vince McMahon would have fucking
this is
freaked.
Vince McMahon. No,
Does he
dude.
know?
This is we're going lucha
I-
rules, man. We're
You
going
can't go
lucha tag
2-on-1.
rules. Lucha tag means when somebody else isn't speaking, another person can speak.
LeMaire,
LeMaire,
you're
you got your butt kicked.
I didn't lose.
You got your butt kicked and then you threw up. You looked like an idiot.
I'm gonna be honest. It's my first time on the show, and I don't like this negative energy.
LeMaire, I know, this is
LeMaire's-
crazy. Normally he's so happy and fun.
That's what I thought. That's what I remembered.
All right, so then-
just big old bubbly LeMaire.
I know, and then he had a fat attack, and now he thinks, and now
I
he
hear
thinks
he's throwing up and
yeah.
collapsing. And
He
shit.
lost a little weight. Now he thinks he's too cool for school.
Oh, those people
No,
are
I'm
the
telling
worst.
you,
They
man.
are the worst.
Those are people
Truly
are
the
the
worst.
worst. Stay fat at heart.
Yes,
True. So I'm
you
telling
must.
you.
I hate him.
You gotta stay fat.
The roast battle, I'm an impartial judge. The kid, I felt like he had an edge because it was too discombobulated. They were all good. They're doing a good job. But Beezer, the motherfucker that he is, points out LeMaire's shoes. This is what this is what things. And LeMaire, you were wearing some very pointy, strange shoes.
You were wearing elf shoes, dude.
I was wearing Chelsea boots.
Chelsea boots, dude.
Dude, this is what I'm talking
You haven't
about.
lost enough weight.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
So what are you doing wearing Chelsea boots?
I'm fashionable. I'm fashionable.
Dude.
I look nice.
So he busts out these Chelsea boots.
He's just like, it's like those like Chinese princesses that had to break their toes to like put them in shoes.
Dude, so Beezer's like, I just want to point out those shoes. The crowd starts
That's a great piece.
The crowd starts dying. And,
Beezer's on you. Beezer's on shoes,
yeah,
dude.
dude, he's all
Beezer's
over
like
him.
your dog Matilda, dude. Something happened where Beezer attacks shoes, especially on fat people because it gets you on the. When you get fat enough, you start leaning in on shoes.
Yeah.
You start breaking them inwards.
Right.
You ever see that? That's one of Beezer's favorite targets. If he sees a fat dude with sneakers that are like leaning in, that's who he goes for, dude.
Well, Beezer, it was like a chain of events because it happened to be like a semi-black audience. So when Beezer went at the shoes and it landed, audience erupted.
Oh,
dude.
no.
That's
Dude,
LeMaire.
you can't get roasted in front of black people, dude. You can't do it.
No, they're hot.
I know.
They're like very flammable in terms of laughter at a roast battle. Black people freak.
Damn, that's probably what all that magic was about in L.A.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
If he was a black audience, you're like, yo, look at this.
People flipping tables and shit.
So then, I chimed in and we just twisted the knife, dude. And then as LeMaire's leaving, his
So wait, this is after he took an L?
after he taken out, we just eviscerated him about his shoes. And then as he's leaving, the point gathers a thread on the carpet.
Oh, no.
Took it with him for like 5 feet. To which I replied, LeMaire literally cut a rug, dude. It was like laughter. He like walked into a wall of laughing at him.
Matt, you're forgetting about the socks.
Oh, and then he pulled up his socks, and they were stretched so far we couldn't identify the character.
Oh, yeah. It was Andre the Giant. Was it those same socks?
No, this time it was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
I told him it looked like Bert and Ernie, but his ankles were so big it was like stretched out to unidentifiable.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeMaire had his pre-diabetic socks on, dude.
Oh.
It was murderous, dude. It was, but again, the judge
Argyle
said,
socks. Argyle.
LeMaire, I appreciate you going out there and taking the risk, dude.
Yeah, you salute, dude, for being a soldier and going out there, but boy, you got
That's embarrassing.
you got hit so hard that I got wind of it.
True.
You got made fun of so badly that it was shockwaves were sent to Minnesota.
I mean,
He didn't make fun of me at all.
You got made fun of.
yeah.
Matt, the judges made fun of me.
Dude,
Matt
it
didn't make fun of me
it
at
sounded
all.
so bad that I immediately kind of looked down at my shoes for a minute just to make sure, just to be like, oh, fuck, all right,
Those
I'm
out
good, I'm
of
good, I'm
dude.
good.
Those are cannon fodder.
That can't happen to me. Wow. So
Yeah.
your roast battle, you tried a 2-on-1, bombed, and then your pointy shoes cut the carpet.
Wait, LeMaire, did you actually bomb, or the other guy just got you?
He won. This
He
guy
won.
edged it out. To be fair,
Yeah.
there was a.
How do you feel about it? He keeps saying you won.
Yeah.
Or the
Well,
other guy
well,
won.
I'll tell you. I know why he won.
Was it your partner that
because,
sucked?
No, because we weren't in sync. We were trying to
Exactly.
think when we started, we had it tight, but then when Ned came back with something, it frazzled Jay, and he.
Oh, yeah, I knew you were going to blame your teammate.
I'm not.
Did you hear
I'm
that?
not-
He's
you
like,
want-
look,
if- I'm not
hey,
blaming
pardon me,
him.
this is
I'm
my
not
show.
blaming
Please
him.
turn your mic off. Please turn your mic off. Noah, cut his mic. Cut his mic, Noah. Thank you. Look.
No.
I've seen it before. Now, this is exactly what happened to Beezer and Wood. In
That's
what
what Beezer
is...
said.
I know, he told me that. He was like, this was worse than the
my
mashup.
God.
Which, by the way, there's no chance it was worse than the mashup. The mashup, dude.
Infamous mashup.
The mashup, dude. So I had to have told this 1,000 times. It's like my favorite thing. So it was at was it Frankie Bradley's? No, what's the name of that
It's
place?
Frankie Bradley's, it
Or
was.
the one that's upstairs with the
Yes.
brick
Yeah.
wall. So it's me, Kyla, Six, and Wood on the way to this show, and Wood and Six are doing a mashup.
They're gonna change. They're changing.
They
the
were
game.
changing the game much.
Wait, what do you mean a mashup?
So they instead of doing stand up, they were both going to go on stage and do stand up
Yeah,
at the
at
same
once.
time.
This already
They
fucking
were
stinks.
it stunk. Dude.
It's already
It was
fucking stinks.
They thought they were the Sklar brothers. It was like, what are you doing? So they get on stage. Oh, good God, dude. I mean, it's one of the worst bombs I've and especially if you know Wood and Six. It's so funny. So Wood gets up there. And Wood got up there first, and Six was still at the bar getting one more drink before he got on. And I think Six's mic didn't work at first. So they're just standing up there. Wood was Mr. Cool, dude. Wood was First off, Wood's Mr. Sexy. A lot of people don't know that. Like Wood was going through a real hard, dark phase of he thought he was very hot for a while, which ate at me. I hated it. So I'm so happy to see this happen.
Well, dude, it works. It works until he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Because dude is fucking ripped.
He's ripped. But that's it.
He puts a hat on, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's just like, "Yo, do you guys know about turtles?" And you're like, "Get the fuck out
he's wearing
of
like
here,
a
dude."
big cardigan. And he's on stage like, "Yeah, which one of us would you rather fuck?" Like that's how they opened, and they were like talking to people in the audience, and people in the audience were like, neither of you. So then I'm in the back like yes and they just kept trying to like say stuff, and they're like, yo, tell this story. They just bombed start to finish.
How long they do?
But like long, dude. It was like 10 to 15.
Dude, it was like a solemn like 3-day like Easter weekend kind of thing.
It was so then they started asking. The mashup is nuts. They started asking people in the audience questions, and one dude, they asked him a question, and the dude just goes, "Simadana." So then that gets a big laugh. That's the first laugh. Someone in the audience just going, "Simadana," and then everybody else they tried to talk to would just go, "Simadana," and they didn't think it was funny. They were just getting eviscerated. And then at the end, they get off stage.
They turn on each other?
Dude, not yet.
Did they get angry? Did they get angry? Because I can only imagine.
They were
Six
pissed.
being
Six
like,
was.
Yeah, you guys are a bunch of fags, dude.
No, he didn't hit that. They were just taking it.
Dude.
They
internalized their anger. That's way fucking worse.
They kept trying to get it to work. And also, they went over there. My favorite part was they said they were going to make fun of the host. They were like, yo, we're going to fucking crush this dude. What's that guy's name? Hey.
Oh, Robert.
Yes, Robert Rule.
Like
Robert Rule.
Robert Rule.
They thought they were going to get Bobby Rule, dude. And Bob Rule, baby. He got them. So they trash. They tried to trash. Like, they were like, we're going to crush him. They never got to him. They never made fun of him. While they were leaving to just people that hated him. Like, viscerally, the whole audience were like, these guys are dickheads. Like, Wood was sitting on a stool pointing at people with his foot. He was like leaning back. He was like, which one of us would you rather fuck? He's like, look at these abs. Like, this is like an upside down turtle shell. And people were like, simmer down. But I was sitting in the back. They were walking literally straight past me to go to the car. I was sitting next to the door.
To go to the car.
They were going straight to the car. First off, I had bombed that night, and I was outside already in the car like, fuck. Came back in just to watch them bomb. Way, way worse. But they walked past me, and while Wood was, I think it was Six that was directly in front of me, it was like, get the fuck out of here. That's it. Bobby Rule goes on stage, was like, that was good if you like a podcast that sucked. And I was literally face to face with Six, just like, he dunked on him at the end. Oh, so then we get home. This is where the bomb. It was Six sort of came to terms with it. By the end of the night, he was feeling better.
Oh no, because he'll just get drunk. Wood is the type of guy that he'll think about it for the next. I bet he's still thinking about it.
Wood had one of the funniest fucking, like, one of those things that I'll just. I mean, it might be too mean to even bring up, but there was a female comic that was headlining the show, and he was like, she's going to go back to New York and tell everybody we suck. I was like, what? Yeah, he thought his reputation was tarnished from it.
From the mashup?
From the mashup.
Dude, he takes bombing very seriously.
Then we're sitting. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the living room back at the house, and Saving Private Ryan's on. And it's like the opening scene, and I was like, we hadn't addressed it because it was very, very serious how bad this bomb was. Like, they were so upset. They were in the car like, yo, fucking fuck this. The whole car ride home was just them being like, fucking Philadelphia fucking sucks. Then we sit down, we're watching the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan, and I was like, yeah, this is like your guys' mashup. Just the door opens and they just get hit. Oh, and so we're dying laughing. Six is upstairs. It's me and Wood on the couch. And then eventually Wood broke and just spazzed on me. Yeah. Like he went from dying laughing at me being like, look at this is you guys suck. And then finally he was just like, shut the fuck up. And I thought he was kidding, so I like got in his face back. I was like, oh, like joking, and he was like, I'll fucking kill you, dude. Like, he fully spazzed. That was the mashup. But then they did Oh, what made him spaz was he tried to pull a LeMaire there, which is when you're in a mashup that fails, you blame your teammate. That's the
start
move.
blaming each other.
So you don't keep mic off. Oh. So yeah, we were downstairs and Wood was like, yeah, fucking, like I did 6, couldn't, and I was like, I think that was a pretty mutual bomb there, and he was like, fuck you. Yeah. Anyway, that's the mashup story. Great mashup.
So Beezer was delighted to see this mashup tank.
To see the curse.
On the way out, Beezer was relieved of his curse of the mashup.
The curse of the
First
mashup.
thing he talked about, he's like, dude, that was like my mashup, blah, blah. And he was like, I could see him just like 20 pounds later.
Yes.
Of releasing the mashup demon.
And I've seen the demon is in LeMaire. Look how you can see the mashup demon's in him. Look at him, dude.
I've never seen a mashup go well. Like, there's so many shows in LA where like the hosts, like, they open with just like them riffing about their day together, and it's the fucking worst.
I did that on my show at the Stand I used to do with Abby.
Yep.
And every time I would fight Abby.
Right.
Like every show I'd be like, well, this sucks. Just immediately.
Well, people are comfortable with different levels of bombing more than others. Some people are like, this is cool, and then some people are like, this isn't unacceptable. So,
Oh yeah.
so,
LeMaire. Now I see you over there. You have a lot to say. You're very straight faced, very stern. Now that the demon has attached itself to you,
Dude, let's exercise it. Let's
True.
get the demon out.
There's no demon.
I'll tell you how you don't get rid of it is blaming your teammate,
I'm not
claiming
no,
you
no, no.
won, saying the world's against you.
No. I
need to
accepted,
acknowledge your
I accepted
beating.
the loss long ago. That's my roommate. I have to accept the loss. I was just texting Jay. I was like, dude, I almost blamed you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
LeMaire, to be honest,
like,
he ruined it for you. He was wearing shorts. He was wearing shorts and a
It was-
sport
it
jacket.
Also,
was-
as he
that's-
acted
that's,
different, as he acted differently in the house, like I would imagine, like you would text him and be
No.
like, "Hey, can you do the dishes?" He'd be like, "Hey, can you win a roast battle?"
True.
no, I'm not giving him the chance.
How about
If I was your roommate, I would shit and not flush.
that's fair?
100%.
You're gonna have to beat him in like Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever you guys play. Sorry.
It's NBA 2K.
So, yeah, I will say, LeMaire, that you should go at roast battles on your lonesome. That was too confusing. It was too weird. I didn't know who was going to talk when. It was like the guy was dressed like Angus Young from AC/DC.
Yeah.
It was kind of
It
annoying.
was the first time, and I told him I was going to wear overalls, but I changed my mind.
I also said their comedy duo should be named Metric Ton.
Was the other guy fat?
He was just fat enough where it worked, dude. It was fun. It was so fun.
That was a good comedy duo.
Oh, it was so fun, man.
Wait, so how were the other people?
I mean, it was fun. Everyone did well. The last dude, LeMaire, let a lesson be learned from the last championship round when that one guy wouldn't accept his loss. There was a guy who went. Dude, the end was Gardini versus
Gardini rules, by the way.
Gardini's the fucking man.
Yeah.
Gardini versus this guy from New York, who the guy
Ilya
came out.
Laskin.
What?
Ilya Laskin.
Ilya Laskin comes out and he
Ilya Laskin.
he came out and was like, I can't believe. So he
You
was
should do war mode.
Yeah, for real. So he came out and was like, oh, man, I left like a Rosh Hashanah dinner or whatever for this. And immediately the host was like, oh, don't tell anyone that. And he's like, oh, you're Jewish too. And the host's like, yeah, but I kind of keep it to myself. So then he goes, so all my feedback was just like, I just really like seeing a strong Gentile and, Gardini just constantly fucking around. But then he legitimately did lose. But he was like, I think he was just kind of fucking around. But there's part of him that was like not trying to accept that. But he made a good joke of it. He was just like, I can't believe I drove all the way down here to fucking lose. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's funny.
He was a good sport. But
Nice.
It was fun. It was the best part, in my opinion, of the whole night was I farted during the opening comedian set.
Dude, always funny.
Dude, it
Never
was,
not funny. Listen, if I know a lot of comedians listen to this podcast, if you're an open micer in any scene, if there's ever dead air during an open mic, which there will be a lot of, get a fart, dude. Become legend.
Exactly.
Become legend.
Rise above.
Yes.
Dude, it was. I mean, the best part was it was like so the guy was on stage and we were on a bench right next, staring at him like you could like breathe. I could reach out and touch this guy, and I had one. I let out a test fart. Wood heard it. Wood was like, "Oh, yo."
Yeah, Wood.
Wood turned around and was like looking. I was like,
Woodman was delighted.
Yeah,
He's
Woodman
like,
was
you
very
all
happy.
do that?
and then so I'm like, all right, that's nice. I was like, I could feel I had a tumultuous stomach. I let it gather.
What'd you eat that day?
I mean, dude, I've been strictly just kind of like meat, vegetables, fruit like that. I've been eating pretty clean. So I have some. My body's going through changes right now.
Right.
I'm having like butt puberty right now. For my new diet. So I feel.
I had butt puberty from
You have
travel.
butt puberty right
from
now?
all that travel, dude. My butt caught my period. I caught a butt period, dude. It sucked. Sorry.
You're on the Oregon Trail.
I did. I got bloody butt.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah.
It's
Caught a
Hemi.
Roy.
Probably a
from the-
Hemi. Yeah.
Caught a Hemi from the travel, dude. That was a lot. That was a lot of sitting. That drive was like a 12-hour drive
How's
in
your
that
Hemi?
truck. Hemi's good. I took care of it. Went and bought some ass cream at the mall.
Nice.
Had to go to the Mall of America.
Get ass cream?
Walk to the Mall of America to get Preparation H.
It's very American.
I'll tell you what. That's where the lady at the register. I buying ass cream sucks.
True.
It's a bad experience.
Yeah.
Especially if you're like at a CVS.
Did you buy an ass cream like with condoms too?
I bought.
Put some magnums up. You're like, still getting pussy.
I still have a huge dick, but also my ass is ruined. No, it was a Muslim lady. Everybody in Minneapolis is Muslim.
Muslim?
Yeah, for
Who
real.
would have fucking thought?
I know. And so she had the full uni on.
With a mask too?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
no,
like-
no. She was wearing the fucking.
Oh, it's covered
just
up
the
anyway.
eyes.
Yeah.
Perfect to buy Preparation H from.
True.
No facial, no judgment. Just put it down. Just your eyes.
Just
Perfect.
Yeah,
I was like,
just-
thank you.
That's
This
actually-
is good.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
tough. I had to buy. Yeah, when I had that bad I think people tell me it wasn't even a hemorrhoid. It was like something.
You had
worse.
something wild, dude.
I couldn't even walk, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
Not even
I used
close.
to have hemorrhoids that would like literally like almost like blow up like a golf ball.
That's what I had something like
Christ.
that.
Dude, it was fucking brutal.
I said it once. I was one and done, dude.
You had his was. Why? All right.
Send a
Look,
picture. Oh,
people
sorry.
get mad when we talk assholes. Sorry about that.
Wait, really?
Sorry.
Well, I do want to.
Yeah, a bunch of our dudes. People are like, Matt's always talking about assholes and shit. It's like,
True.
assholes and shit rule.
We should
Anyway,
though.
Back to
We
the fart
should form.
story.
If that should be our philanthropy of like just going out to the guys in the streets and treating hemorrhoids. That should be our charity.
Dude, we should like.
I think we should just rebrand Preparation H.
I know.
Call
Does
it
it
like,
have to be bright fucking
yeah,
yellow?
Call it,
have
just call
to
it
be-
like Cool Guy Cream.
Yeah.
Big
Put it
dick
like in a-
call
yeah.
it big dick relief.
Yeah, put it in a black box with lightning bolts on
Yeah.
it. Like make
That
it-
yellow box is.
Oh, it's brutal.
Dude, I pocket it. I fucking put it in my front pocket in my hoodie when I
Yeah.
walked to the. You can't be walking around a Walgreens, which is people are in
Oh, it's
there
the last
buying.
thing you got to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also in my bathroom. My guest bathroom is all like my butthole kit is. So
Why
it's
do you
like
keep your butthole kit in your guest bathroom?
that's the one I go to.
Oh, okay.
Because
Alright, that makes sense.
I leave a seat up. I'm a bad boy, but yeah, bad boy. Oh, but so I'm
Yeah,
I'm right next.
I gotta hear this. Fuck.
I'm right next to the comic, so I let a tester out. Wood gets a taste. Wood Wood likes it.
Wood got the app.
Wood go, yeah.
He
Wood
got the
goes-
Sizzlers. He got the app.
Wood's like, I'm liking that. I'm like, yeah, there's more where that came from. So wait, dude, this guy's going, and then it's a little bit dead air between a joke. It wasn't even like a joke that didn't land. It was a kind of like a pause between stuff. Crowd goes silent. Dude, I'm on a wooden bench. I just tilt. I give myself like a 12-degree lift on the right cheek. So loud, dude. He stops. The crowd starts laughing. He stops and is like, did you just seriously fart during my set?
Yes.
Oh, it was, and then so that was the very beginning. So that was like for 5 minutes, all four of us. It was Wood, me, Shaner, Six, and we're on a bench during a live comedy show, trying not to laugh, which is making us laugh harder.
So much fun.
Into the next warm-up comedian set, and then I started thinking about Ruby Ridge when you farted. I had just settled myself.
You
down.
might have been there for that.
I think you might have been. I just settled myself
Oh,
down
dude.
from what was going on. Dude, it was like I was laughing so hard that like my veins were throbbing in my head. And then I remember when Shane farted during there was Ruby. Remember Ruby?
Yeah.
So she was taping for Comedy Central.
She showed up.
I forgot
Dude.
about this.
So she showed up, and in her defense, she probably was, because I think Comedy Central was like, please can one woman be funny? Women that do comedy, all 8 of you across the country, please, somebody send us a storytelling tape.
True.
I think it was for, what's that, Ari's show.
Oh,
This is not
happening.
Yeah. So she set up a camera, I think told everybody
Yeah.
at the open mic, at a fucking open mic, that she was filming this set for Comedy Central. And it was like a 15-minute story. So they gave her a 15-minute spot to tell this story at the Raven. What a fucking wild choice. Wild choice. But all the comics stand in the back right next to where her camera was. And she had been bombing for probably 10 of the 15.
Yeah.
At which point I did, in fact, unleash a very hard fart, like a very aggressive laugh. The type of fart that you will get hemorrhoids from if you can push, just pushing farts. And it reached the stage in Raven, which is crazy because
That's a big distance.
that's big distance. It was crowded. There's a DJ downstairs, so there's music. I mean, that fart was so loud that she stopped. Place goes nuts. She's like, "Fucking who did that?" The hardest laugh of the set, which was the best part. We need to get that tape from Ruby.
I need that, man. I'm trying to get the tape of my fart from gas station.
Oh, you'll get that.
Hopefully they filmed that.
They did.
I think that's the thing that should catch on. I think more if you're bombing as a comic, just let one fucking rip and then become a phoenix from the ashes.
Or save your friend and let it fucking fart.
That's so funny. Me and Six were talking about that, just farting on stage, while bombing. I've never seen anybody do it.
No, I don't think people can make gas while they're on stage.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's what I said to him. I was like, because I fart a lot, and I've never once on stage been like, oh, I gotta hold this fart ever.
It's pulling the sword from the stone. If you're a comedian and you can fart on stage,
dude,
you're King Arthur. Dude.
Bow out, dude.
While
that's
talking,
it, dude. We cancel comedy. Comedy ends after that.
That's the whole point of
You are
stand-up
now
comedy
the
is to
new
catch a
Richard
fart.
Pryor. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were in a big crowd, like doing stand up, and you put the mic, actually what you could do is be like, "Excuse me, sound guy, my mic's a little low. Could you turn that up?" So it'd be like, "I'm gonna whisper for this next bit. So could you please turn the mic up? Put it the whole way up, and just burn."
Well, plus, it'd be amazing too if it's an arena, so you hear it echo like, wah, wah.
And you're watching the screen, you see the mic go down. It's like, dude,
that's it.
That's the best way to end a comedy special.
Comedy's
I can't
over.
think of a better way to end a special.
I would quit. I would quit.
Dave Chappelle just,
That's it.
good night, and he throws it down.
I would literally quit if another comic. If I did that or another comic did it, I'd be like, my efforts are futile.
Yeah,
I'll never match.
You'll never be that funny.
I'll never match that guy's live fart.
We're
on
talking
stage.
comedy, dude. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
Matt's back in the game.
True.
I also love
Now
that.
we're talking comedy.
We are talking comedy.
You want to talk comedy?
We're talking comedy,
Bro,
dude.
don't do the road. Anybody listening to this that wants to do stand up, never do the road by yourself. It does suck.
That would be tight, dude.
That was tough. No, it sucks.
No, I'm saying to
Yeah, but
just
also-
do shows in your area. If you want to see someone, you got to travel to their area.
Right.
You could be like almost a.
There's a guy, Bob Marley, who's like the king of Maine.
He won't leave Maine.
Yeah.
That's swag.
Bob Marley's like the
Bob
king
Marley's
of New
super
England.
funny.
Yeah. Oh, he murders.
He came down to
Yeah.
I think Grubart opened from at Helium, and he was fucking
Yeah. Bob Marley rules.
hilarious. Well, it's all these like fucking road dogs that nobody fucking knows about that are killed. Like, dude, Chad Daniels, one of the funniest people alive.
Yeah.
But nobody has any fucking idea who he is because he's just like, yeah, I live in Wisconsin. I do the fucking road. Fuck LA.
chills.
Fuck New York. I'm just gonna do my shit.
How'd you like the Belly of the Beast?
It's a nightmare.
You were
LA?
there.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare city filled with nightmare people.
Well, everyone's leaving, dude. You, Rogan.
Dude, I think Cole. Yeah.
One of the better roasters, Rogan.
That's right. Dude, this is the way that I describe LA to people, where it's like I feel like a lot of people in Los Angeles, they confuse necessary bullying with intolerance. So it's basically like,
I heard that.
you know what I mean? So it's like you're you're a douchebag in high school, right? You get called a douchebag as you should, and instead of doing any sort of like self-inventory or personal reflection, you move to the one place in the world,
of course,
where it's cool to be a douchebag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and then they have the fucking balls to look back on their hometown and be like, "Oh, everyone in my hometown is closed-minded." It's like, no, dude, you're a fucking zero. You suck shit. And anytime I see someone like act like cool as fuck, I look at them and I'm like, I guarantee that there's like 3 plumbers in your hometown that know what a fucking loser you are.
Yeah, every single person in New York. Like anytime I used to be allowed to do alt shows. Now they stopped booking me.
Really?
But anytime I would do alt shows, especially in New
Who,
York.
you?
They
What?
stopped. I was good in alt rooms.
You're.
I would go make fun of. I'd say exactly that. I'd be like, you all left your hometowns,
Yeah.
moved here just to be like, they're so dumb. And it's like, just because you didn't have friends.
Well,
Right.
You also be like, I found art and I'm here to bully you guys.
Yeah. You thought you could escape me.
Though that's the thing that they hate about it is that like, you know, yeah, they left because of the. It's like you're like the plumber from their hometown
Yeah.
that's like suddenly better at what they love. You know what I mean? Well, you know, it'd be funny. It's like it works with stand up, but it'd be funnier if you were like a painter and you would just be like faggots.
Fucking gay.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of Speaking of that, the other thing that was so funny at the roast battle was there was somebody. I think it was Dave Temple and Conrad Roth they did like a live show. They have an intern, so their intern. Wild man, dude. This guy popped out of nowhere. He was like, yeah, I just like emailed him a million times on Instagram. That's just what you got to do. All these young dudes are like, just what you got to do, man. You got to bug people. People. So he's hitting us all this, and then he's hitting us with the scene. I won't say who he named. He named someone who runs an open mic here. And he's like, oh, that guy's a faggot. And it was just like, it was someone you haven't even thought about in a while. And it was just like, what the fuck? Hearing like some young kid say it was, dude. It was
Wait,
so
do
funny.
I know this person?
Yeah.
Give me the,
I know. Do I know this person?
Yeah, you guys, everyone here knows the person. But it was like, dude.
Did he hit him with that?
He was just like, he just brought this guy up out of nowhere, and I heard him say that, and I was like, say what? So it was just funny watching the younglings, dude.
Well, that's a weird thing too that people.
You watched Revenge of the Sith. I forgot about that.
The younglings, dude. It was one of our enemies, and I heard him.
It was an enemy, and he called him.
And
bro, I love that the younglings coming up to be the next guys who get bullied out of Philadelphia by the woke scene.
Well, I mean,
love
but
to
that's
see
also
that.
no, but that's also kind of the shitty thing though about like those like youngling edgelord comics where like they'll like coerce a conversation just so you can hear them say the word faggot. You know what I mean?
I've done it. I remember I gave Metzger a ride home from the Boston, some comedy festival in Boston, and I gave him a ride to New York, and I was like, fucking. I tried to like trash like diversity on shows, like to be like they should just be putting up whoever's funniest. And he was like, "Yeah, you need to shut up about that." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, that's always gonna be there. You just need to be the funny white guy." I was like,
"Yeah, I agree." Totally.
Okay, yeah, I know.
That's basically what I was saying.
I probably repeated it on the podcast when I got home. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm back right wing again.
Oh, are you really?
Oh, hell yeah.
I was 2 or 3 weeks on the road, just sitting in a hotel room watching. I watched enough right wing stuff.
What were you watching?
Just getting fired up. Actually, you know what? You wouldn't even. It's not even open out with a lighter. Sick.
No big deal.
It's nothing. I do it. Oh, this party trick I do. No, I listened to Douglas Murray's Rogies.
Man, that's all you need.
I got fired up, dude.
Yeah.
Are you guys voting?
No.
I don't.
Definitely not.
I wasn't gonna vote until old Ruthie kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
Now
What's up with her?
she's dead.
I'm saying, you think it was an inside job or what?
No, dude. I think she's 87, and I think it was her time to go.
Yeah.
True.
So wait, now because
Yeah.
You worried about the Supreme Court?
I wasn't gonna.
now
yeah.
that the notorious RBG died, you have to vote.
Also,
down.
I can only imagine that there was like, because she had to stay alive. I can only imagine there was some intern at the DNC whose whole job was to just slap her across the face anytime she starts to nod off.
True. They were for sure trying to keep her alive for another 6 months, and she was just like.
But she did die at the perfect time to help get votes.
True.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
You think Hillary could just kind of put a little pillow on her? It's like.
Well, yeah, like Godfather 2 style. They row Ruth Bader Ginsburg out in a boat. And couldn't just fucking.
So you're worried about the state of the Supreme Court?
Yeah, you, the roast comic.
Yeah.
You're worried about the balance of the Supreme Court.
That's right.
You're worried about the Sith.
Well,
versus the
Wait,
Jedi.
guy who opens craft beers with a lighter.
Yeah.
You're concerned about the Supreme Court.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
I just want to make sure.
Fucking.
What's
Well,
your concerns?
I wasn't gonna vote for. Like.
Hold on, wait. Name 3 Supreme Court members.
Anthony Scalia.
He's dead, isn't he?
No.
You can't say Kavanaugh. He doesn't count.
What do you mean? He doesn't
Everybody
count?
knows him because he got accused of rape.
Didn't Scalia die?
No, Scalia's still on.
Who?
Clarence Thomas.
I thought
His real name's Clarence. Claire's parents.
It's a real nice marriage.
So you got
so you
Scalia.
can't. Yeah.
What?
You got Scalia.
Yeah, Scalia,
Yeah.
Clarence.
No, he's
No,
dead.
you deserve that.
No. Sotomayor.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
That guy. What do you
They
mean?
named it.
Yeah, I got it, dude.
You can't be concerned with the Supreme Court if you can't. You don't even know if
listen,
certain ones are alive.
listen.
What hellish forces was
First off,
RBG holding back that now are just going to be
Well,
unleashed?
now,
Oh, no,
now because
fucking-
Ruth died, we're not allowed to have abortions. We're never gonna be allowed.
Dude.
Which, by the way, we better be allowed to have abortions, dude. I can't get a
disagree.
waitress
I
pregnant.
might cry. Don't talk about that.
I better not get a waitress pregnant and have to move.
I'll get embarrassed, dude. I'll start crying if I think about it, dude.
If I think about RBG dying,
No, I'm talking about abortions. I'll be like
Abortions?
Kanye, dude, and cry.
because Ruth died,
We can't be sluts.
we're not allowed.
She was the
to-
guardian of the sluts, dude.
She was.
She was like, go ahead.
Go ahead, get raw dogged.
Yeah, fucking
Sorry.
Sorry, this is a very Veritas heavy podcast, dude.
yeah.
I'm just getting to the truth.
I was gonna vote until July when they all, or was it August? I don't remember, when they all got together to like come up with like a coronavirus relief package again.
The pandemic you're referring to?
Yeah, and then fucking they couldn't come to a decision, and so then they all just get to leave for 3 weeks, and we get to fucking pay them. It's like, dude, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's such a bad. And also, I don't like Trump, but I hate Biden's commercials where he's
Yeah.
just like, I saw one where he opened where he's just like, hey, it's me, Joe. Like we like
Yeah, they
grew
look-
up fucking
Joe.
jigging frogs together in a creek somewhere.
Yeah, he's Joe.
That's
from,
just Joe.
Yeah.
Joe from Delaware, dude.
That's Joe from Scranton.
Yeah.
That's old Scranton Joe.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. It's a tough state of affairs, but I'm glad you're going to go out there, stop the evil that is.
It's just me.
Who do you think Trump's going to put in the?
I have absolutely
A
no
bay,
idea.
dude. He promised a bay,
Did he?
which is gay.
Nah,
He was like, it's going to be a woman.
well, if you think about it, his people are going to vote for him no matter what. So if he can somehow get some like very kind of unstable Bernie bros, he can derange them, dude.
Yeah, but they don't. The left doesn't care about gender or race if you're right wing. So you can put a woman in there. If she's conservative, they're going to be like, cunt, fucking women shouldn't have jobs. Like
Yeah,
immediately.
true.
You put a black dude in there, they'll be like, fucking. Then they say some bad words.
They do.
That I don't say.
Exactly. No, well, he could put in like a
Not
moderate,
the N word. I was thinking of what they, like, uncle.
You think about calling an uncle?
They call him an uncle. They start yelling uncle.
True. Liberal whites love calling
They
black people
lo-
Uncle
which
Toms.
is wild.
They've hit me with it a couple times.
LeMaire, will you say it for me real quick?
Uncle Tom.
Thank you. That was the one.
I said it.
You said it?
I'm melanated by association, though.
True.
I have a little bit longer leash, dude.
I heard that.
But yeah, Trump could appoint like a centrist or even liberal-leaning Supreme Court justice, because then he would sway some like people who are like extreme lefters who are like,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
also-
You think he's gonna do it before the election?
Yes.
For
I'm
sure,
about to say that'd
dude.
be a great political move. if
He's
he
gonna
fucking-
dunk on him with like the oldest, most decrepit white dude. Is like to power up his fan base.
He did. I watched him. He promised a woman, but obviously he's not. It wasn't really a promise. He was at an arena. He was at one of his events, and he was like, "Who here wants a man?" And like some people cheered a little, and he was like, "No, who wants a woman?" And they're like, "Ah." And he was
Oh,
like,
I imagined him being like
Strange.
it's gonna
and then he
be a
does the thing
woman.
where he walks around the stage like, "Well, that's it." Like the crowd said it.
People spoke, dude. He's
People
just
spoke. He's like, "I just took a poll here." And CNN, look at him. He pointed him in the back. He's like, "I just took a poll." It's fucking. It ruled.
pretty funny, dude.
Yeah.
So Lou,
What's up?
you're gonna stop the tide.
That's it, dude. I'm off. The buck stops here, dude. I'm not fucking around.
You need to get a judge. What judge would you want in there? Who's on your radar?
Randy Jackson, dude. that's who's on my.
We're gonna overturn Roe vs. Wade. That's a no from me,
It's gonna be
dog.
a no for me, dog.
True. That's actually a good pick.
Dude, he'd look good in that robe.
He would.
He'd look good in that robe.
He would.
I mean, honestly, also, it's like Donald Trump is the president. Is it insane to think
No,
that
it's not.
Randy
It's actually
Jackson
not.
could be on the Supreme Court?
Yeah.
I nominate Judge Judy.
Yeah. Like, it's not nuts. Also, I think, is Kanye running? Is he not running? What's going on with that?
There was problems with his ballots apparently, but
They're trying to stop him.
trying to stop him. Obviously, they don't want strong black conservatives.
I'm back to right wing, so I'm back to Kanye does rule.
What determines whether you go right or left?
The last thing I've watched. 100%. The last thing I watched. Usually the last guest on Rogan that I watched.
True.
If I watched the Bernie Sanders episode, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I am gay. And then I watched
Well, that's
Douglas,
like the weird-
Douglas Murray, and I was like, it's time for me to speak up.
That's the true battle. It's not Republican, Democrat. It's gay versus retarded.
Yeah.
That's what we're fighting right now. We're fighting gay versus retarded.
Absolutely.
People are like,
damn,
you got to
dude.
get dinosaurs out of schools. And people
Yeah.
are like, we should be able to kill kids. And we're like, boo.
Yeah, and I just happen to be a gay retard.
Damn.
Which is
you might be the chosen one.
I might be the chosen one to ascend.
You're gay enough and retarded enough
I'm
to
just
bring
perfect.
balance to the force, dude.
You've been watching Star Wars, and I'm into it. I love it.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, next time you think you have to fart at an open mic, I want you to imagine me saying, do it. Do it. Just do it, dude. You have to fart at open mics.
Oh my god.
Especially if it's silent and it smells.
Oh,
Dude,
And it's even, dude,
I don't
you
have-
used to
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That brings me back. When I started, me and Matt in the back of the Helium open mic, every once in a while you just catch a fucking hard toot out
Catch
of
a
Matt.
creeper, dude.
Quiet one.
that's just a nervous stomach, dude.
Yeah.
Just letting out.
Dude,
Just-
I do silent but deadlies. I'm not a big
Really?
I don't have.
I'm
I
a
don't,
big time sound hound.
Shane's
Yeah, dude, you look
Shane's
like
awesome.
you look like you're made
No
of farts.
stinks. No stinks.
Just
That rare,
sound?
very
Dude,
rare smell.
very rare.
Pure air
Yeah.
bursts.
It's like
Do you guys like the smell of your own farts? Obviously.
I don't like them, but I need to know what's
Oh.
up with them.
every
Yeah.
once in a while.
I'll still do, like,
one will
I'll-
be like a new scent.
Yeah.
You know, you get hit with one that like
troubling.
smells different. It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah. Dude, I'll
True.
still do.
You know, it's a
I'll-
little diesely, and you're like, what's that about?
Yeah.
Dude, if I'll rip ass in my bed, dude, I'll cover up.
Really?
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
catch the full
Dude.
experience. You'll go full IMAX on
Get
the
it
fart.
in, dude. I'll pair it with some wine.
It's time to move home, though.
What's up?
It's time to move home.
Yeah.
You can't be out in LA smelling your own farts. You can't be out in LA putting the blanket over your head.
How was the party out there? Were you Mr. Cool?
Were
or-
you Mr. Cool or not?
Oh, dude, I dove headfirst into a pile of cocaine for 3 years.
Damn, did you really?
Yeah, I haven't had a working nostril since like 2015.
Nice.
So you were Johnny. You're full Johnny Cage out
Yeah,
there.
it was
You're Mr. Hollywood.
Hollywood Lou.
it's cool until it's like, yeah, it was pretty. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't regret it. It was fucking. I would like go to like. I found myself in like mansion parties where people were like passing it around on like trays. Like people would walk around with like lines of
Damn.
coke cut on trays.
Damn.
Like they were fucking hors d'oeuvres. And it was fucking awesome.
Is that what the Coke world's like? You just start doing
Dude,
Coke
it's
and
like-
start meeting
You know what?
powerful people?
No, it's like it goes either way because
tight.
like I've done it that way, and I've also ended up in like a dive bar bathroom at 7 a.m. with some guy named Ace who's like trying to pitch to me his like app idea. You know what I mean? Like it really goes.
LA, just everybody's pitching something.
Oh, it's the fucking everybody's
Doing
like
coke and pitching something. That's why
everybody's
it's-
on all the time, but like not in a fun, cool way.
That's everyone's
On all
on
the
Coke.
time.
Everyone's on Coke.
And it's also I've never seen it like permeates every like level of society. Like I've done coke with dishwashers and I've done coke with like famous people. Do you know what I mean? Like it's across the board. Like
Yeah.
everybody
What famous people?
is on cocaine.
What famous people do cocaine?
You know who I did? It's not the most famous, but this is my favorite person. Is I did coke with Beans from Even Stevens.
Damn, I was just talking about beans.
I gotta be honest, he does not look good.
Really?
Oh my god, I didn't recognize him for a while because he looks like he's been doing meth for years. And so we're
Damn.
sitting there, we're doing key bumps in this dive bar in fucking North Hollywood, and I'm like, "You look really familiar." And he's like, "Yeah, you ever see Even Stevens? I'm Beans." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of town, dude."
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Beans is in trouble.
No, Beans.
He was the guy who'd be like, he would
Yeah,
talk.
yeah.
I loved Beans, dude.
Beans was great. I think
gotta-
Goldberg got his life back together. You see that?
He did get
Goldberg?
Turn it around.
Dude, he
The goalie
Did
from
you see?
Mighty Ducks.
Dude, he
Oh,
just had
yeah,
a
he was
post where he was like, "I'm celebrating 3 years of sobriety with a new set of teeth." I'm like, "Good for you,
Yeah.
Goldberg."
We're
Quack,
back.
quack, quack, quack.
Yeah, like most hockey players.
Yeah.
True.
You need to replace those chomps. So you've been out doing blow, Mr. Hollywood.
Yeah, it's been
Cool as the goddamn other side of the pillow out there.
damn right.
And then the goddamn Chinese flu comes along and it's back
Back here,
home,
back
baby.
here, baby. Yeah, dude. Nothing's going on. And it's also, it's like, you know.
Party time's over because some guy ate a bat.
Yeah.
Ruined
He
everything. dude.
munched a fucking bat.
And we have those
But
fucking
it's-
bugs. Don't forget about them.
Oh, those spotter.
Two-part effort. Yeah,
We don't get the
fucking
bugs.
the
I
spider
haven't run into the
lanternflies?
bugs yet.
We got them pretty bad over here, dude. I did a number. I definitely went full USA on some lantern flies the other day.
Dude,
We
I've
need
talked to
we
like
need
a
a
few
camera.
like vegan fucking hippie people that are like, save the trees, save the birds, and they're like, fucking motherfucker, like
Yeah.
they curb stomp those fucking things.
I love it. They do.
They will American History X the shit out
Hey,
of them.
hey.
What?
Come on, man.
We don't glorify
Come
racial
on,
violence,
man.
Sorry, dude. I didn't.
Not everything's about Hollywood.
I didn't know.
Dude. Whoa,
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 dude.
whoa. What about Unity, dude?
Sorry, turn it on you.
Yeah, we're fucking with you.
Turn it on.
You're in the hot seat, baby.
You're in the hot seat, dude.
I'm ready.
Mr. Hollywood.
No, that's what's up. I was super excited to have you.
Yeah, that's such a funny thing to like. I know you moving home. I think is good. Fuck being in LA right now. Also, go to New York if you know.
True.
Do stand up. Move to New York.
I was a fucking idiot. I was like, I went out to LA to like change and become a different person because I didn't like who I was here, and then all I did was just like you just double down on.
You just became a worse version.
Well, it's like the thing. It's like, you know, when you go to a new place and you try to like make friends, you kind of get thrown like the first lifeline that's like tossed to you. You know what I mean? Because you don't know anybody.
Can't imagine. I'm so autistic. That sounds like such a nightmare to go to a place where I don't know anyone and be like,
Well, so you go
Hi.
out there. Yeah,
I couldn't do
So
it.
you go out
I'd
there
be
and
by
like
myself.
you don't really like make too many friends, and then all of a sudden one person's like, I like to do cocaine, and you're like, oh, I can do that. I can totally fucking do. I'm great at that. You know, so it's like, yeah, you just sort of like fall into that trap, and I'm honestly I'm super grateful that Corona happened because it's like, you know, it's kind of redundant to say, but like your reality is your reality. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you're in the soup of it, like you don't even fucking realize what you're doing.
you want to do some coke tonight?
I mean, yeah, hell yeah, dude.
was Beans the first person that approached
It's like,
you?
I'm just glad to get home and get out of it. You want to do some coke? Yeah, I mean.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Is like if you're like if it's not around, I don't care at
course.
all. But it's like, dude, the minute someone's like, "Want to do a bump?" I'm like, yeah, absolutely. It's 3:00 in the afternoon. Sure.
Wow.
Coke's a tough. Coke instantly transforms the whole scene you're into like an episode of Shark Tank.
Oh, it's
everyone's just like, dude, oh fucking blah, blah, blah.
Sharks.
Dude, that's literally.
Hear me out on this network. Hear
That's
this
my
pyramid
Coke.
marketing scheme.
That's my Coke stance. And also, I also noticed this is that when I laugh when I'm on Coke, I laugh like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas, where he's like, like that shit.
I had to spike, huh?
True. LeMaire, how are the levels? I'm glad you're off the junk.
Yeah, get off the junk.
Yeah, get off
Sweet
the
Lou,
junk.
dude.
You look
Come back.
filled out, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I put on 15 pounds since.
It's good. It looks
quarantine.
good.
Yeah, I don't look like I'm fucking dying anymore.
Yeah, it looks
It's
good.
nice.
You're a handsome guy. Did you kiss any guys in LA?
I did.
Yeah, I had a feeling you might.
I did.
You kissed a guy?
I kissed a guy. You know.
One?
Yeah, we were coked out of our fucking minds.
That's
we
what
were.
that's
we
what it
were-
That's
does.
what happens. It's
Listen up,
rumpus
listen
time.
up, people.
Well, also,
Yeah,
it's like it's one
you
of
want
those
to go
things.
to LA? You want to be Mr. Cool? You're gonna end up kissing a guy,
On Coke.
and
Well,
then you're gonna have to move home.
Well, it was one of those things where it's like, you know, coming up in like middle school and stuff, like, you know, everyone gets their balls busted for something, and like I was always, you know, I was always the gay guy. That's you know, he calls me Gay Lou more than anybody, and I get
never.
more pussy than anybody in this scene combined.
Well, you go in as a Trojan
Yeah,
horse,
you
dude.
coke with waitresses.
Yeah, time
It's not
out.
that impressive.
Time out. You're going in as a
You
Trojan
lure them
horse.
in.
Yeah, because if you tell a girl you're gay, they let you touch the boobs.
Right.
That's a cheat. That's a cheating.
And I gotta be honest, if you're trying to work on the douchebag, you know, part of you, never repeat what you just said.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's a tough.
I know. Don't worry.
So, you found a guy.
Oh yeah.
You're special.
Yeah, we were did a bunch of drugs together, and then we ended up sharing a bed because we were at a house party.
Nightmare, dude.
I did, and then I looked at him and I was like, "You want to make out?" And he was like, "I thought you were straight," and I was like, "Yeah, but I have to know." So yeah, so we ended up like making out for like 20 minutes, and our like stubble rubbed together at some point. And I was like, "Yeah, this isn't for me," and he was like, "Well, I applaud you for trying," and I was like, "All right, cool, good night," and that was it.
Nice.
Admire your bravery, dude.
That's a nice thing. LeMaire, what do you think of something like that? When you hear something like that,
I don't know.
tell me what you think. I want to know what's going through LeMaire Lee's head.
I immediately thought about the stubble. I was like, stubble would be my main concern.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be. I would more of a dick. The dick concern would be.
Oh.
No, that's. I'm sorry to do that. I shouldn't have brought up your sexuality. That was inappropriate of me.
Well, I appreciate when people are out and open. That's
Very
my,
honest about it.
Yeah, I like that.
You kissed a guy,
No,
and that's fine.
it was not. You know, it was also that's not something that I would have done had I stayed here. You know what I mean? I'm glad it's nice.
You could have
to,
got somebody here.
No, but it was just like, because in LA, it's like, dude, it's like everyone's like fluid and nothing matters. And,
Yeah. Can't build a family out there.
no, oh God, no.
You think so?
No, my mom was like, oh, maybe we'll move out, and you know, Cooper's my godson. He's like, maybe Cooper will grow up out here, and I'm like, I'm moving home. Absolutely fucking not.
So you did it for your family.
Oh, of course.
God damn, dude. So you need a Republican Supreme Court, dude.
You need a you should be praying for a Republican Supreme Court.
Dude, yeah, out loud.
You need to knock off all this rumpus time out in Los Angeles. You need someone to say, quit making out with each other.
But
It's
no,
not right.
I do like that. I like when people are open, out and open.
Yeah.
I admire that.
You admire it?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a
LeMaire,
hero.
you ever kiss a guy?
I should be in the Supreme Court. LeMaire, you ever kiss a dude?
Like
What? That's a
I
yes.
thought
That's a
so.
yes.
I thought
That's an
so.
I
immediate-
say yes. Not like a thing. Not like make out or nothing. Just like a.
Why?
Yeah, for a bit.
No, that doesn't count.
All right.
That doesn't count. Sean
Man,
Preston and I would make out for bits. That's not real.
Noah,
Noah?
Ask me.
I might ask you or that nose ring.
I'm not fucking gay,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Whoa,
yo,
whoa,
no,
whoa, hey.
come on, man.
Come on, dude.
Take it easy. That's those fucking dad jeans talking. Levi's. $20 down at fucking JT's. I got TJ Maxx and JC Penney's mixed up.
We say
Yeah, so I had to point at Lou to
Oh,
save
that's
it.
what I was saying. I was like, what
you
the
said
fuck?
down at
You date JT's.
I thought you were just...
That's how you get out of a mistake.
What you should have done is just fart right in the microphone.
Damn. We have fun. It's getting toasty in here.
it is. That is a man. What a tale. What a sordid affair.
It's important for people now. Now, also, it's not like. Also, Lou is, from what I've gathered, my short times in LA is pretty respected in the scene. Like everybody's like, he's good. So it's not like you went out there and fucking failed at.
No,
comedy.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
You know. It's
And Lou is good at stand up. I want that
Yeah.
to be known.
Thank you.
But you went out and you had a little too much fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I'm just trying to make Matt laugh. I know Matt loves it.
Shane being stern is so fun.
But it's like that thing where it's like, you know, I'd have a good set and I'd get off stage and I'd be like, why do I still feel like shit? And then it's like, yeah, it's because like you're not going back into a green room with like you or Six or Shane or
Yeah, of
Sydney.
course.
You know what I mean?
Of
It's like
course.
you want to, you know,
Yeah.
what's the point of doing it if you're not doing it with your fucking boys?
True that.
Couldn't agree more.
You know?
That's why I was so. Had the same thought. I was out in Minnesota just eating dick after dick in a mall, dude. I lived in a mall for 5 days.
Did you live in there for real?
Unfortunately, no. They even kind of dicked me on that. Normally, they put you in the nice hotel in the mall. Got wind of that. I was out across the street in just a ridiculous
You were in
hotel.
the motel of Bangladesh?
I was in a bad motel.
Were you really?
No, it was fine, but it was one of those new hotels that's just like supposed to look modern, but it's just cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fine. What was nice is they had a shuttle, and I was like one of the only people staying there. So the shuttle was just, I'd be like, yo, will you give me a ride to TGI Fridays? He'd be like, hop in. He'd drive me across this big-ass parking lot. I'd go get hammered at TGI Fridays, call the hotel. I would call the hotel to get picked up. I'd be like, can you send the shuttle? They'd be like, all right,
Wait,
he's
you
on
just
his
get
way.
hammered at TGI Fridays alone?
By myself.
It's yeah, like that fucking.
And that actually,
stinks.
no. That actually ruled. I had a moment while I was walking through this fucking mall, getting drunk at TGI Fridays, all this, where I could either sit there and be like, fuck all these people, fuck these trash stores, fuck this, how dumb do you have to be in this, to just be like, this is actually awesome. This rules. Getting hammered by myself at TGI Fridays is cool.
Within the Mall of America.
Yeah. I had to
That's
think
awesome.
to myself, like, it's time for me to just fully embrace capitalism. Like the worst form of capitalism, which is franchises in the middle of America. And just, you have to embrace it. So I first night, Bud Lights to the ceiling, dude.
Sounds like a mystical experience.
It was fun, dude. I sat there, ordered a steak.
That's
It was great.
Dude, this
Fucking
sounds
tight.
like your version. This sounds like a white trash version of like drinking ayahuasca.
I had to travel out into the wilderness.
It's just you drinking Bud Light Tall Boys
Yeah.
and ordering steak at a fucking
Yeah.
TGI Fridays.
My
You're
new
like, you
name
know
is-
what? I get it now.
Fuck.
That's awesome.
Too bad I'm dumb now. I could have had a good one there. I was going to give myself a Native American TGI Fridays name. My new name is Whiskey Glaze.
My name is Light. My name is Light Bud.
But no, the Bud Lights were flowing. And also, dude, I tweeted it and it made me laugh. My tweets, I was bordering on like, look how quirky I am tweets, which
Oof.
I regret and I want to delete them.
I thought
but-
they were funny.
But I was hammered, and I
were
was
funny.
at TGI Fridays, and fucking on the jukebox, somebody played Dragula twice.
Dude, I thought that was you.
No, come on, I was fibbing. Did I tell you it was me? I fibbed.
Oh, that's so
I'm
funny.
ashamed of myself for fibbing.
Dude, no,
Trying
no.
to make myself Mr. Cool.
You got to take ownership. If somebody plays Dragula, and it's like, who did that? I'd be like, that was me.
No, I was sitting there and somebody was playing it on the like play, so nobody was even getting up. You couldn't even identify. It was like
Fuck.
a game of Clue.
Billy controls
who's
the
doing it?
jukebox down the street from his house, and he'll put on like an hour of Kenny Loggins for like $5.
That fucking rules. I will listen. I would sit there
He's
and
not
listen to
even there.
Danger Zone for 3 hours.
Kenny Loggins rules.
Dude.
So you
Dragula?
stole Dragula Valor.
I did steal Dragula Valor on the phone with you, which I am truly regretful of. Spread out, me, probably like 5 different dudes. That's it in this TGI Fridays. Totally empty. Everybody just looking at their phones and just Dragula just blasting. Nobody. Yeah, it was social distance and everybody was just one guy by themselves.
That's awesome.
Dragula.
That's all it was. Oh, it was social distance, but there was just groups of one.
It was all groups of one.
Business travel,
just
basically.
dudes.
Yeah.
looking at their phones. Nobody looked up once, and just Dragula blasting while people were drinking Bud Lights that were like 48 ounces.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was actually nice.
Well, Cusker, if you're gonna get drunk at a TGI Fridays in the Mall of America, what's the song you're gonna put on? What's the song you're gonna put on
Dragula is actually the
Dragula
best.
is probably pretty sick. I like when I go to a jukebox. I like to, if they have that Biggie Smalls album, put the interlude of him just having sex really loud. That's one of my favorite songs to put on.
Yeah.
Or I like to do Atlantis by Donovan,
Ooh,
because
what's
this
a
is
good
that
one?
song of a guy being like, in the olden times, the Atlantean people. They just talk about Atlantis for like 6 minutes, and then they go into a chorus. Dude, it's the funniest thing to put on a bar.
That's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
put on Donovan. Atlantis is a really good one.
My go-to is Night Moves by Bob Seger. Just because everyone, like, because I've done it before and I, like, watch the crowd and, like, everyone just kind of, like, nobody looks at each other, but they just kind of do that thing where they close their eyes and they're like,
It's a genuine nice thing to do.
just
to
like,
put on some Night Moves by
forgot
Seeger.
about this.
True.
I promise Dragula is the one.
Dragula is.
Dragula
Well-
in that situation was so fucking fun. I should have played the Notre Dame fight song.
That'd be pretty.
That's why I do usually pick that.
That's fucking gay.
No, it's very funny. At a bar, to
Super
just like,
gay.
bam, 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 bam. Everyone's like, who the fuck put this on?
It's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, putting on college fight songs.
I don't know, dude.
Don't talk to me about
I'm
gay.
going to be rude and
More-
piss real quick.
Go ahead.
Oh,
More human than human would be anything by Rob Zombie rules. More.
so gay. He's so fucking gay.
Oh my god, dude.
What'd you think of his jeans?
Oh, so they're tight.
They were
But you
what?
can't make fun of his jeans, dude.
Why?
Cause he's fucking turning and twisting around, dude, with dudes in bed. You gotta wear pants that tight, dude.
Can't believe our,
Stunt.
I can't believe our guest is gay.
Damn.
Dude, I'm.
He's just, that's how the younglings, that's all some of the younglings are now, dude. It's just like,
Every once in a while, I try it out.
dude, when I was in gay school, when I was in social
Well,
work
let's
school.
switch. Where were we at, Thomas?
We're at 107.
You
Oh,
want to switch over?
switch to the page,
We're
yeah.
going to switch over to the Patreon. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, shit, before we do. We got Matt's coming back on the road, dude.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Matt's doing stand-up again. So, October 2nd and 3rd, we'll be at Magooby's Joke House in Timonium, Maryland. A little north
It's
of Baltimore.
barely even the road, too.
Barely even the road. But we'll get you out there.
True.
We are going to get you out there.
I'll be in Texas.
Yeah, in Texas. So, October 2nd and 3rd, and LeMaire is going to come with us. And maybe even fucking Noah if you want.
Magoo's?
I'll get you to a...
Mashup?
I'm gonna. Oh no, but I'll get you a hotel. You'll get you guys 2 twin beds. Get the boys in there.
True.
And then we're gonna do a live podcast. I think Saturday night, the 3rd. So
Nice.
2nd, 3rd, we're doing stand up. 3rd, we're gonna do live podcast. 15th, 16th, and 17th, Helium in Philly. So that'll be good.
So
and I think
Helium's
that-
a live cast.
Helium's also a live cast. So the
So
3rd and
Magooby's and
17th, we're gonna have 2 live casts.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we can Patreon if they
I
suck.
don't care. So, yeah,
The 23rd and 24th, Hyenas Comedy Club in Fort Worth and Dallas. Now, you're not coming to those?
I'm coming to
Oh, you
Dallas,
are
yeah.
coming to those.
Not to the other
So
one.
Matt's going to come with me on the 23rd and 24th to Fort Worth and Dallas.
I gotta go back. It's been a while since I've been to Fort Worth. I gotta
And
get back
then,
there.
true. Oh,
I
yeah,
went,
you're
I went there
rugby.
for a rugby championship back when I was in high school.
You
And
played
then,
rugby?
We're
hold on, Lou. We're
nationals.
doing dates.
Sorry.
And then the 10th and November 10th, I'll be at Zany's in Nashville, and the 11th I'll be at Huntsville, Alabama. So the 10th, I think O'Connor's is coming with. I think you subbed out for those.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna come, but I was like,
Let me know, dude.
they're during the week.
bring in a reliever whenever you want.
Alright.
I'll fucking fire
Keep
O'Connor.
keep O'Connor on thin.
I told O'Connor that you're back, dude. My number one running back's back. He's gonna be getting less touches. I told him he was a third down back. I was like, we're not gonna cut you. I basically give him a hard knocks talk. I was like, come into the office. We need to talk. I was like, look, I love the work ethic you're putting in. You're putting in a lot of hard work. We are gonna sign Matt.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. He just lost a majority of his touches. If you have O'Connor on your fantasy stand-up league,
This is like
move him to flex.
This is like
I was Ricky
This
Williams.
is like any given Sunday where he's like
Pretty much.
O'Connor's Dennis Quaid and he's Jamie Foxx.
True. Actually, I'd say in that analogy, he's more of a Quaid.
He's
He's
more
my
Quaid.
long time ace,
Okay, all
Hall
right.
of Famer. He's coming back. I
Bad knee.
got O'Connor coming in there thinking he's
Yeah.
Willie Beeman.
My name is Willie
Yeah, he thinks he's throwing
Beeman.
around.
I keep the ladies creaming.
Hell yeah.
I love
We're
the
gonna
end of
slide
that.
into Patreon.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the page. So come to those shows. Matt will be with me. It'll be great. Thank you.
Excited.
Let's take
do
a
it. Yes.
short